Aloha, Percy E. Howard here, publisher of Generations magazine. And I'm here with our wonderful partners Vacations Hawaii. I'm at their beautiful offices on Kapolani Boulevard. Season 2 continues, and here's what's coming up.
On today's show, we get some pointers on how seniors can protect themselves from scams and other crimes. We'll check in at Moon Physical Therapy and take a look at the hottest new thing, an underwater treadmill. And we'll meet author Florence Frisbee, who says there's no end to what you can do, and she proves it. It's all ahead on Generations TV.
When you feel like Vegas, there's just one place to stay. Grab a drink at the Holo Holo Bar, there's just one place to play. We got a fresh, hot look, a new sports book. We got those local meals, just like Auntie cooks. Aloha spoken here.
Book now at thecal.com.
Welcome to Generations TV, Hawaii's resource for life.
Crime Stoppers has found that seminars are a good way to disseminate information to seniors who are often targets of scams and other crimes.
Today we're giving a talk to the country club seniors. What they wanted Crime Stoppers to come and speak to the group about educating them about crimes that target the elderly. So I then reached out to DPA Scott Spallina, in charge of the elder crimes, and have him as a guest speaker also.
These are some of the cases we're handling. Like tomorrow we'll be in court for a murder case. This morning I'm supposed to be in court for an assault case and someone's handling that one.
One thing to be safer is stay in contact with family, stay in contact with loved ones. And I always encourage this of adult children, is find out what your parents are doing. You often find that seniors have a set routine. On Thursday, they play mahjong. On Wednesday, they go out with their friends. They're very routine-oriented. And as an adult child, you can say, hey, Dad, what'd you do today? What'd you do today? How was your day? And everything. Call them up. Be in contact. Know what's going on in their world. Because when there's a break in that routine, something's going on.
Oh, I think it was an excellent presentation. And it really made us aware of what's happening, and to be aware of the telephone scams, and you don't really think everything through.
It's a shame because we live in the generation where we were so trusting. Like 50 years ago, you leave your doors unlocked, and everything's changed so drastically. It's amazing.
I consider being frauded several times. I was very disappointed, and I couldn't get my money back. So that's one example. I guess the thing with being frauded is you got to make up your mind that you don't want to do something that is not right for you. In other words, don't be greedy. Like they say, if something looks too good to be true, be careful about it,
Because it's not an emergency that has to be responded to right then and there, oftentimes, we ask the senior, before making that call to the police, take time to organize your thoughts. Take time to write out what you want to say to the police. That helps the police to do their investigation. And the more you can help the police in doing their investigation, the faster they're going to be able to do it.
For those of you that have, elderly grandparents, if you can help them, it would really advise you to assist them, check the computer on a regular basis, make sure it hasn't been compromised, make sure the credit cards are not given out to people that they don't know. Even sending a check in sometimes can result in the check having the routing number and the account number can result in checks being forged.
When my husband passed, they sent me a letter stating that he had an outstanding loan with a local bank, and everything on that letter, what they had, was true. I said, no, I said, something is wrong. I said, okay, if they want my money, they're gonna have to wait. I'll see what happens. So they said, send the money immediately. I didn't. And I got no letter after that. Nothing.
So we believe that the reason why our kupunas are being targeted is because, one, they're very trusting. You know, they grew up in a generation where these types of things weren't occurring. So this is all new to them. And they make easy targets because usually their guards are down. You know, if you look at the video at the Chinatown incident when the gentleman's wallet was stolen, you know, the suspect was able to run away, you know, before the kupuna even realized, you know, at that point that someone had stolen his wallet. The chance of a physical confrontation happening with the kupuna is highly unlikely, and that's why these, unfortunately, the bad guys are targeting them, because the chance of a kupuna chasing down the suspect is probably not going to happen. So we've had recent cases in Chinatown. One of them was a purse snatching where an elderly female was walking in Chinatown at 4 in the morning. She was approached from behind. Suspects snatched her purse and basically dragged her down the sidewalk. So what we're advising our kupunas is basically to avoid running errands so early in the morning. Stay somewhere where there's a lot of people, where it's lighted. Consider going with a family member to carry out these errands.
One way for kupuna to avoid being the target of crimes is to be socially active.
And there's a lot of senior clubs out there. That's one reason I like Generations Magazine, because Generations Magazine has a list of all the senior events that people can go and get their social interaction done, clubs that they can join.
Seniors who believe they might have been a victim of a scam should call 808-768-7400. And additional information is available on the Honolulu Prosecutor's website. When you're going over your Medicare options, the different plans can be confusing. At Copeland, we'll be happy to help you select and customize the health plan that best fits your needs and budget based on your current providers and medications. We provide this service at no cost or obligation to you. And something you might not be aware of, you could be eligible for financial help to pay for your prescription drugs. If you have questions about Medicare, we have the answers. Call Copeland Insurance Group at 808-591-4877.
It's time for another Generations TV resource moment, shining the spotlight on people, organizations, businesses, and services that benefit Hawaii's kupuna.
We're at the Aging in Place Conference 2018 at the Ala Moana Hotel, and right now I'm speaking with Bea. And what's the organization you're with?
We're with House Call Medical Practice.
House Call Medical Practice, and what do you do?
So basically, we're bringing back the door-to-door doctor that comes to provide care in the comfort of your own home. You don't need to go to your doctor. You don't need to wait 3 hours in line or make that drive. The doctor will come right to your home.
That's excellent. You're based here on Oahu?
Yes.
Are you just this island, or are you all?
Just this island.
Okay.
But we go all over the island.
Very good. And you've been in Generations Magazine for a while.
We have. Generation Magazine is actually a really good resource for us to reach out to the community, to the elderly patients that actually need our care.
We're glad to have you here, and congratulations, and have a great day. For details on next year's conference, go to generations808.com.
I joined Body and Brain Yoga and Tai Chi at age 80. I am now 90 and am physically and mentally healthier than I've ever been.
Experience health and happiness at Body and Brain Hawaii.
Did you know compelling new research published in top medical journals links inflammation to heart health, brain health, and even lifespan?
That's right.
Physicians and healthcare professionals now agree the key to health and longevity is managing your inflammatory health.
I agree.
I agree too.
Absolutely.
I concur.
So why don't we manage inflammatory health with these well-known anti-inflammatories? The answer? The risk of side effects from chronic use. The truth is, there are no anti-inflammatories safe enough for chronic use. Until now. Introducing Xanthicin, the safe anti-inflammatory for health and longevity. Visit GNC, your neighborhood inflammatory health center, to learn more.
Welcome back to Generations TV, Hawaii's resource for life. Brought to you by Vacations Hawaii.
As a senior, I've done lots of things. Parasailing, bungee jumping, scuba diving, and learned to ski and sailed on a boat around the French Polynesia. And I still like to climb coconut trees, but my daughter won't let me.
That's right. I want you around for a while.
Florence Frisbee, better known as Johnny, says there's no end to what you can do. The author and Punahou graduate has certainly followed her own advice.
I may be 86 in 5 months. Oh gosh, I feel fine. I don't think about getting old as a terrible thing or that I should behave like an old woman. I don't know what that is, you know.
I have a hard time keeping up with her. She's just always on the go, cleaning the house, getting on the roof and cleaning the gutters, or climbing the coconut tree to get coconuts or cut the prawns, or constant on the move.
I grew up on the island of the atoll of Puka Puka, which is one of 15 islands in the Cook Islands. It was a very free lifestyle where we played a lot and explored a lot. James Michener, who was a friend of the family, decided that it was time for me to kind of get in a formal education. And so I came in 1950. Attended Roosevelt for 1 year and got a scholarship to Punahou and finished off at Punahou.
So now I'm recognizing the values of what my mother has instilled in me and what she shared over the years, which I didn't appreciate until I see what she's still doing, the same thing today, but with other people around, like the people I work with currently. They just so admire her for the things I just took for granted.
When I was 78 years old, my daughter Haumea wanted to give me a birthday present. And so she said, would you be excited if I offer to pay for a skydiving experience? And I said, oh, it means jumping off a plane. And she said, yeah, but you'll have a parachute. You know, it was funny. He dressed me up, put all these gadget on me and got on the plane. And then when I stood at the doorway, looking down, waiting, I couldn't. I was just standing there looking. I said, oh, this is so high up in the air, and I'm going to jump off, you know. And eventually the gentleman who was with me kind of pushed me, and it was just heavenly. It was just heavenly. It was such a different adventure. I'm just encourage you, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, if something like this is offered, or you think, oh, I like to do that, you know. but oh, I can't. No, you can. You can. You begin to think differently about aging. There's really almost no end to what you can do. Have courage and get up on a plane and jump off.
She hangs out backstage, she hangs out with the band, she hangs out with some of our fans and stuff like that. And she can be around anybody and make anybody feel good and feel comfortable. It's always a pleasure to have her on tour with us. She's still grooving and still hanging out with the guys, and she can drink guys under the table, and the next day she's just smiling and happy, and she's a perfect example of how things are and should be,
My father being a writer, he wanted me to be a writer as well, to follow his footsteps. So I did a lot of writing, and I wrote many, many diaries. Eventually, with the help of James Michener, my first book was published. And it's called Miss Ulysses from Puka Puka, and it's an autobiography.
Her lifestyle is in the moment. I think it was just that way she was raised, going from island to island and surviving hurricanes and just living off the land. And I just think she takes every minute of life and just wants it to enjoy it for herself, for her children. I think that's what keeps her young.
Kevin Kaneshiro from Vacations Hawaii with another travel tip. A sure way to make a long flight go quicker is with entertainment. Our charter flight offers complimentary entertainment, and it is easy to use. On the screen, hit the start button, select English for language, then you can select movie, TV shows, music, or games. Now wait a few seconds while it downloads. Now enjoy. For more information, call 591-4777 or boydvacationshawaii.com.
As you try to figure out Medicare and what kind of supplemental insurance you need, you want a company you can trust. Financial Benefits Insurance is an independent agency. They don't work for an insurance company, they work for you and are experts at helping you navigate your way through Medicare.
Hi, I'm back again. This is Ed speaking on Medicare Hints.
A lot of people may not realize that they may qualify for extra financial assistance to help pay for their premiums and prescription drug costs, depending on their income and their total assets. These savings can be especially helpful for seniors who are on a fixed income.
Find out if you qualify. Call us.
As all the agents at Financial Benefits Insurance say, benefits are our business. Service sets us apart. Give us a call or visit our website. Our name is easy to remember, FBI, Financial Benefits Insurance.
Welcome back to Generations TV, Hawaii's resource for life. Brought to you by Vacations Hawaii.
Moon Physical Therapy on Oahu is one of the state's leading physical therapy facilities, and one thing that sets them apart is aquatic therapy. They utilize the HydroWorks 300 Sport underwater treadmill. And owner Julie Moon talks about the excellent results it brings.
What I get out of being a physical therapist is I love to see that change that they go through from being in a lot of pain, and then eventually they're able to achieve their goals and live the best life that they can.
So we have a lot of success stories both here and at the ward clinic as well. In regards to them, the first session they come in for the initial consultation with Julie, they're always in very much pain. If they have like a pain out of 9 out of 10, which is pretty sore, they'll come back and they're like, oh, you know, I'm like a 5 out of 10, and then it just goes down and down. So it's really nice to be able to interact with that and be able to experience that with the patients as well.
Well, I was hurt about 40, 50 years ago when I was racing a car, and my back was frozen. I couldn't stand. I had to get an emergency. And I've had back troubles all through my life. I've taken pain medicine and different types of exercise. And this one is the one that really is working. There's no lie about it. I feel that here's my cane, and I feel that I will be walking without the cane soon.
So I've been in business for 15 years, and I'm so thankful that I have the opportunity now to share what I think is the best form of therapy, the best for the mind and the body, and that's aquatic therapy.
Before coming to physical therapy, I had pretty much given up on the hope of being able to travel. I couldn't even roll my suitcase without pain, but now I'm thinking there's a glimmer of light at the end of the tunnel. I really believe that after the therapy sessions, I will be getting my independence back.
We're able at this facility to offer aquatic therapy in our HydroWorks 300 Sport, which is a state-of-the-art water unit. It's easy access, you just step into the machine. We have an underwater treadmill, the speed's going from 0.1 to 10 miles an hour. We also offer the resistant jets that you can exercise against to increase strength. The temperature is about 92 degrees, so it's warm, it's great for pain, it increases your mobility, your range of motion. The great thing about that machine is we can vary the depth inch by inch to whatever comfortable level you're at. So if you want to be weightless to take that stress off of your joints and your spine, we can go deeper. If you want to challenge yourself and increase strength so that you can tolerate exercises on land better, we can decrease the depth.
Before I came here, when I got diagnosed with the sciatica, because I had no clue what was going on, I just knew I was in a lot of pain. And I've had back pain in the past, but nothing like what I had been experiencing. I'd gone to my regular doctor. She recommended me to a sports doctor who specializes in this, and then he said, you need to go through this water therapy session to just build your core. And after going through it, I have been able to strengthen my core. I'm able now to pick up my grandkids again, to hang out with them, to play with them. You know, everything we used to do before I got my injury. It makes me feel like the best Nana ever to them. I feel really good that I'm doing something good for myself because I'm actually applying what is they're asking me to do.
I would recommend this to anyone. I feel like after I always tell Julie when I leave, I feel like I died and went to heaven.
This is it. This is the place to be if you've got sore backs and you need therapy. This is what you need right here.
Highly recommend it to everybody and anybody that is experiencing any kind of pain.
To learn more about aquatic therapy and the underwater treadmill, or to experience it yourself, make an appointment now with Moon Physical Therapy. Call 808-597-1005 and see the full range of services they offer on their website at moonpt.com. When you're going over your Medicare options, the different plans can be confusing. At Copeland, we'll be happy to help you select and customize the health plan that best fits your needs and budget based on your current providers and medications. We provide this service at no cost or obligation to you. And something you might not be aware of, you could be eligible for financial help to pay for your prescription drugs. If you have questions about Medicare, we have the answers. Call Copeland Insurance Group at 808-591-4877.
Do you suffer from stress, fatigue, or other health issues? Find relief at Body and Brain Yoga and Tai Chi. Awaken the natural healing system by connecting the mind and body through stretching, breathing, and movement. Join us for a free class today.
Welcome back to Generations TV, Hawaii's resource for life.
Percy E. Hauer here at Salem Media, taping our Generations radio show, and we're actually bringing this live to you on Generations TV. I'm here at Mapu Ta'amu and Dr. Poki'i Balai. And so we're talking about Alzheimer's and dementia. And so we'll start off with the doctor here. I think you want to reiterate how important your diet is.
There's a diet that was produced by Rush University by Dr. Morris called the Mind Diet. And it takes a Mediterranean diet and the DASH diet, puts it together. And it's really focused at helping to decrease the risk of dementia. So those who follow it regularly decrease the risk by about 50%. And if you're not so stringent on, about 35%. And it's looking at increasing things such as nuts and berries, vegetables into the diet, fish, and limiting things such as red meat, cheese. And one good thing is this diet does let you have a glass of wine.
So give our audience a little bit about your background and why is it you're so passionate about this disease?
Sure. So I got involved, my medical passion has been there from the beginning, but specifically with Alzheimer's and dementia is I'm a caregiver. My father was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease and I've been caring for him for the last 6 years. He's in the end stages at home where he decided to age in place and he's nonverbal and needs total care.
And we're here also with Mapu Ta'amu, an expert caregiver. And Mapu, you had mentioned something today on our radio show about, and I didn't know this, that your vision actually shrinks or diminishes in a form of, a size of your scuba mask. Is that correct?
Yes, so as we age normally, our peripheral vision or our side vision actually diminishes over time. So if you are about 70 years old, this is your peripheral vision, and it goes 360, so top, left, right, and bottom. And as you regress with dementia and normal aging, but with dementia, if you put your hands out to about 12 inches apart and you make another circle, that is about the vision that they can see. So they have a lot of curiosity and not so much safety awareness.
Was it really about how big that would be?
Sure. So just take two hands, put them together and up to your face. As your vision diminishes, it actually goes into binocular vision, where you see less. And towards the later stages, monocular. And as you are bedbound and have less mobility, it goes into an opening and closing monocular vision.
So look for future workshops by both of these ladies in the healthcare field, because one of the things we want to make sure you do is understand the disease yourself if you're a caregiver, if your loved one has a disease, but also some of the tips and benefits and how of support group meetings, but also how you can actually learn how to address this disease head on as a caregiver. So anyway, we're here at Generations Radio, and thank you for tuning us in on Generations TV. Aloha.